But what if they're right? What if Jehovah's Witnesses are right and they actually have the truth? This is something that a lot of people really struggle with when they first leave the organization. There's been a fear that has been instilled in you since the time you were first introduced to this. Fear is a great motivator. Jehovah's Witnesses are masters of using fear. This fiery Armageddon is going to come, and you're going to die forever. And you'll have no hope of ever seeing anyone you care about again. So let's play this out for a minute, okay? What if they're right? What's that look like? So you're not going to make it to paradise. You're not going to live forever. You're going to die. You're going to die with billions and billions of other people with you. You're not going to die alone. You're going to die as someone who stood up for something that you believed in. And do you really want to spend eternity with Jehovah's Witnesses? Let's say they're right. And let's look at what the hope that you have then is, okay? So Jehovah's Witnesses are right. And there's going to be a fiery Armageddon. And afterward, Jehovah's Witnesses are going to live on a paradise earth. They're going to live without you, without all the other people they cared about. They're going to build a paradise over the slaughtered bodies of billions of people in the greatest mass genocide ever committed on the planet Earth. And they're going to do so pretending that nothing happened and that everything's okay. No, not everything's okay. Everything's going to be great. In fact, Jehovah is going to satisfy the desire of every living thing, isn't he? I mean, not the desire to have those people that he killed back. Not the desire to live free or to make their own decisions, but the desire to be in the cult of Jehovah, wherein they have to obey or die. And that's all it's about. It's about control. It's about authority. It's about power. It's not about love. It's not about people. We just look at, what does it take as a human being? What disconnect from love and humanity does it take to hope that billions of people are slaughtered so that you can live in comfort without them around? I mean, isn't that one of the most narcissistic things you could think of? To think, I'm okay with all these people dying and being killed in the name of the God that I worship so I can be happy. That just doesn't ring true, does it? Does that sound good? Does that feel good? Is that something that you would even want to participate in? These are all things. There's a lot of fear, like I said, that's been used against you. And this fear is so great that it puts people in a frame of mind where they can only see themselves. They're basically willing to save themselves if it means that everyone else around them dies. We used to talk about the love. No one has love greater than this, that they would die on behalf of their friends. What happened to that? Now you are to hope that your friends, or at least the people around you, die so that you can have what you want, so that you can live forever, and that's loving. So when you start really looking at what it was that, let's say they're right. Let's say that they are right, and this is how it goes. Is it right? Is it? Obviously, it's something you have to think about and weigh out for yourself. But it doesn't ring as a very loving or right thing, at least to me. And in the end, again, I'll just encourage you to look at the beliefs of Jehovah's Witnesses, to look at what they really are through fresh eyes, to really start breaking down what it was that you believed. Just because you're out, just because you're no longer one of Jehovah's Witnesses, doesn't mean you're really free mentally. A lot of people are out, they're physically out, but they're mentally in. And this is your chance. If you're watching this, please investigate the things you believed. Investigate things like what Watchtower's been involved in. Look at the actual beginnings of the organization. Look at the belief systems that they've had throughout the years. Look at the issues in the organization, from people dying like a slow Jonestown, refusing to take blood transfusions, all the way to the massive issue that they have with pedophilia in their religion, and the assaults on children that have taken place, and the way they've not been dealt with. Look at the people around you in your congregation and ask yourself, just look at them and look at where they are in life. Look at who they are and ask yourself seriously, are these the people that found the one and only truth? Look around you and really start to think, that brother over there, that sister over there, they found the one and only truth. This is it. And of course, acknowledge also this one and only truth changes a lot, doesn't it? New light comes out. Suddenly what was true was not true. How can that be? How can that be that what was truth from God is no longer true? Holy Spirit produced truth, and then it was no longer true later. Just think about that. Look at the predictions that have been made throughout the years by Watchtower, and all the predictions that did not come true. Are you listening to a false prophet? What does the Bible say about false prophets? Look at the concepts that they have to come up with to overcome some of the things that they teach. Look at things they teach and then go study other religions and realize that, oh, they teach that too. Jehovah's Witnesses aren't special. There are a lot of things Jehovah's Witnesses teach that we thought were special, not so special. These are all things that once you start breaking down, you start to realize that there wasn't really any substance to this. And once you start to realize that, you can start to let go of the fear. So when it comes down to what if they're right, I think if you start looking into it and really do your research, the question will be, how in the world could they be right? How could this be right? I think that's the question that you'll arrive at when you really do your research.